Okay, it's William Jeremy. Welcome to 1000 Tips of Nomad Sculpt. And let's start to practice what we learned and build a little cute project. Okay, so let's add let me just add a cylinder. Okay, and before we validate, we can adjust the radius. You can toggle this so you can have more options. So if you like toggle it off, you can't change it. Okay, or you can just change one part. But if you like a toggle on, you can change the upper part as well as the lower part. So what I'm going to do is to just change the lower part. Right now, it doesn't seem to be too much to be very smooth. So what I'm going to do is to go to the yeah go to the material and shading, smooth shading. I'm going to switch that from auto to on so I can get like a really good smooth feel. And then I can just change the division x y z. I can toggle the x here. Of course, if you don't even have the wire show, and as you are toggling here, it should automatically show up so we can see how much of the topology that you have. Of course, you can just release this so I can have more control. Of course, that really depends on your style. Okay, so for example, you want like a really crazy topology, you can do something like this. And of course, you can like change the radius like exactly, like put the exact number here, without the the like eyeball everything. And of course, you want like a smooth things up, you can like add the post division so it's really smooth. Right now, I think this looks pretty good. So and let me just make it flatter. So there will be a place where we place our cute character. Okay, pretty good. I believe I can expand this a little bit. And once you are satisfied with it, we can finally click the validate. And of course, if sometimes you're not satisfied with it, you can always undo. So you can just go to that before validation stage. Okay. And of course, sometimes you want to like change more settings. You can like make it cap, okay, or you can adding whole the whole icon is grayed out doesn't mean it's really it can really trick you, because it's just grayed out doesn't mean that you can use it. You can actually use this. Okay, so if you click it, it will just carve a hole. Okay, that really depends on you. Right now, I don't want a hole. I want a specific place for our character. So yeah, let's just validate it. Once you validate it, you can just start sculpting. You can add some of the detail. Okay, and right now we don't want that too much of the like really fine-tuned detail, but you can already from this stage to play around a little bit. So for example, you can just clay. I love the clay brush, so you can just paint above. Okay, here just to add in a little bit pattern. Okay, and as you guys can see, if you paint over here, it's sort of mirrored to the other side. That's sort of like a default setting. We normally switch the mirror on. Okay, but yeah, you can not switch it on, doesn't really matter. Okay, so I already got this like uh, like a realistic dirt area for our character. Okay, so yeah, pretty good. And if you look at here, this part is already like already finished part. Once you finish, don't forget, you can just click here and you can name it. Okay, and I'm going to name it like ground. Okay, ground, or floor, doesn't really matter. Okay, ground. Okay, and then you can as I said earlier, you can just add another. Okay, do not sculpt the multiple thing at the same time. Just when you finish it, you name it and you add. Okay, so for example, I want this like a cute little robot styling above the ground. So I'm going to add a robot body. And right now, if you just click and drag, you just get the robots stretch it up. But what I'm going to do is to move it. You can have two ways of doing this. One way is to click the gizmo and you can just drag it up. The other way is right now you can get like a shortcut of edit, and you can click here, and then uh, yeah, what I'm doing, yeah, sorry, size cube, yeah, this is just change the size. You can't doing this way, yeah, sorry, here, sorry, you can just toggle it here, sorry, and once you toggle it up, and then you can just move the whole thing up, okay, and you can go to just snap to the front view so you guys can see things more clearly. Okay, so yeah, little cute robot body. That's pretty much it. Okay, let's go to the side view and toggle this to make it like flatter. Okay, and toggle this to make it approximate center. Just eyeball this, doesn't really matter. Okay, let's just go snap to the front view, and once you are satisfied with it, you can just apply, validate. Okay, and then you can just name this like a body, robot body. Okay, and then you can quickly add a leg. Let me just quickly do things because it's already pretty repetitive, as long as you already know how to add things. Okay, so you can just switch here. And yeah, once you are satisfied with this, you can just apply the changes. I'm going to make it like a really cute little leg. Okay, switch it, make it here. And what I'm going to do is to duplicate this, just to clone this. And I prefer to use the word duplication. And you can just slightly turn around and see that at the side view it doesn't look too good. So you can change the shape. Yeah, sorry. Wrong step, because you need to like yeah, just finish one leg so you can duplicate this leg is not finished, so I'm going to just okay, so box primitive, yeah, let's yeah, we can't change it because we yeah, we need to change the position. So front, sorry, front here. Okay, go to the side view. Okay, and change that to change the shape. Okay, so this should be good, this should be good. And then once you are satisfied with it, validate it, and then clone it, and then I can just eyeball this to drag it, or you can just go to the front to drag it to place like this. Okay, and then you can see something like this. And of course, if you want to see a perspective view, you can just go to the perspective. It will look pretty good right now. And of course, you can use the same method, okay, to add the let's add something else. So for example, the let's add the head as a cylinder. So I add a cylinder. Yeah, I have to name this box as the this is the right leg, so right leg, R leg, and there will be the left leg, so L leg. Okay, so two legs, and then you got the cylinder. We haven't if you see that you got like a weird orange color, that means that you haven't validated. So you switch to here, move it up, okay, and we got this cute little shape. Let's just switch back to orthographic view so we can compare the size a little bit more precisely. So then we can we don't need to add or make it hollow yet, but we can change the radius. So click here and click, so we can get the radius option. And what I'm going to do is to make it this smaller and this part smaller. Or if you're aiming for like a cute little robot sort of settings, you can just make something like this. is that like a reversed lamp? Yeah, or this. Doesn't really matter. Or this. That's really depends on your style. All right. I'm just do something like this. Okay. So once you're satisfied, you can just validate it. Of course, you can just look at more options. We don't need to worry about the division, the topologies. We can always like retop this. Yeah. I will make another video about this. Okay, just set everything to default, and then we can add the hand. So we can add in a little bit. Um, you know, change the name as the head, and then we can also validate this, add more things. Let's add cylinder as well. So the cylinder, we can move this cylinder gizmo. Okay, so we can just change it up, make it fairly small, I believe, just to make it. If you want to like change the size, you better just use this one. Okay, and then you can use the gizmo to quickly rotate it. Okay, you can just rotate it approximately here, and then yeah, maybe just okay, move it here. Okay, and clearly it needs to make it smaller as well. With it here, that's pretty much it. Then make it get a little more rubber hand here, and then of course you can duplicate, or you can do that again. Doesn't really matter. You can name this, so we can say it's the right arm, by the way. So R arm. Okay, and you can validate this and clone this, and you can rename this as um, the left. So left arm, and then you can just move this, drag it to the right side. Okay, so pretty simple one, and you can just change back to perspective just for a show. Okay, so it's pretty good right now, and you can just get rid of a wire to make things yeah, even more interesting. Okay, so here's our cute little robot.